Ladies and gentlemen, stop whatever you're doing, because that party just gifted us one of the most unhinged spectacles in celebrity history. We're talking screams slicing through the bass, champagne flying like confetti cannons, bodyguards frozen like mannequins, and Remy Ma combusting in front of the entire velvet-roped circus. Picture it: flashing cameras, bargain bins, slow-motion dance-offs, and couture that looked rented. Then suddenly, Remy Ma zeroed in on Claressa Shields, trembling with fury, spitting out, "You stole everything from me. Everything. Not the man, not the spotlight, not even the Instagram followers. Everything." And oh, this wasn't just rage, this was Shakespearean, like she'd practiced the script in her bathroom mirror for weeks. Security? They didn't budge. They assumed it was performance art, until that glass shattered and Remy launched herself across the VIP table like a video game boss battle. That's when the entire night collapsed into chaos. But here's the million-dollar question. What exactly did Claressa steal? Why would Remy torch her career with one volcanic explosion? And guess what? Every second was caught in 4K, leaked, with crisp audio, already trending faster than a scandalous tweet. So buckle up, because what we dug up next doesn't just twist the story, it detonates it. Let's tear this apart. The night began like any other celebrity soiree. Velvet ropes, overpriced champagne, and a guest list marinated in drama. But what detonated inside Brandon's Celebrity Lounge in downtown Atlanta wasn't some minor gossip snack. It was an emotional nuclear blast, and it left Remy Ma standing at the center of the wreckage. Fingerprints were everywhere. Eyewitnesses swear the party was peaking, hip-hop's heavyweights and sports royalty shoulder to shoulder like it was the Met Gala after dark. Cardi B lounged in a corner booth, sipping a glitter-coated margarita. Rick Ross? He was stationed at the selfie wall, flexing like it was a sponsored post. Even Ice Spice breezed in, clocked the tension, and dipped out faster than a cameo check clears. And when we say things heated up, we're not talking about dance floors. We're talking scorched earth, burn the invite list type drama. But let's hit rewind, because this wasn't just another messy night out. This was betrayal. This was Remy Ma, and front and center, Claressa Shields, undefeated boxing champ, who walked into that lounge wearing Remy's worst nightmare. And no, not in terms of fashion. We're talking about Papoose. Yes, the same man who held Remy Ma down through her prison bid. The one who rapped about loyalty, crowned as Black Love's last soldier. That man was now posted up with Claressa Shields, publicly. And not just posted up, we're talking hand-holding, whispering, giggling, two-stepping like they'd just been written into a Tyler Perry finale. Now here's where it really stings. Multiple insiders. Yes, including one bartender who admitted she got tipped too much to keep her mouth shut. Say Remy Ma had no clue Papoose and Claressa would show up linked together. Oh, she expected Claressa. Sure, but Papoose, that was the gut punch Remy Ma never saw coming. One insider swears she was unraveling before even stepping inside. Her glam team? Forced to redo her eyeliner twice after she broke down sobbing in the parking lot. Another witness, a stylist who's dressed half the Love and Hip Hop cast, claims Remy warned her, "If I catch that girl with my man, I'm flipping every damn table in sight." Spoiler alert, she absolutely did. The second Remy entered, the vibe nosedived. Temperature dropped 10 degrees. Even the DJ slammed pause, like the universe just shifted. She breezed past the photo booth, ignored the free shots, and locked eyes, with Claressa Shields across the room like it was fight night weigh-in energy. And Claressa? She didn't blink, didn't twitch, didn't even sip her drink. Instead, she slid her arm tighter around Papoose and served a smirk sharp enough to cut glass. Brutal. That was the trigger. In that instant, the Bronx pitbull of hip-hop decided polite shade and passive-aggressive side-eyes weren't on the menu. No, Remy was loading up for a WrestleMania headliner. And trust, she delivered. She stormed across the floor like the red carpet owed her reparations. Heels clapped like a countdown to catastrophe. Her eyes? A cocktail of rage and heartbreak, fists clenched like promises. Security clocked the approach but didn't step in, yet. Then everything detonated. What followed was described by one shell-shocked guest as the emotional equivalent of a meteor strike. Remy didn't just walk up, she exploded. Cameras popped, phones rolled, and she jabbed a finger at Claressa before unleashing the now viral line currently memed into oblivion. "You stole everything from me. Everything. Not just papoose. Not just the sympathy vote." Remy Ma wasn't ranting about some petty squabble. She was spitting fire about legacy, loyalty, the entire narrative she'd bled for. And to twist the knife, Claressa Shields laughed. Yes, laughed. Leaked footage. Shows her actually giggling. The smug kind of laugh that says, "I won, and I'm not even breaking a sweat." That's the spark that blew the lid off. Remy's drink went airborne, splattering across a $4,000 designer gown belonging to some poor, uninvolved bystander. Papoose jumped up, maybe to calm the storm, but too late. Remy lunged across the VIP booth with the ferocity of a woman betrayed not once, but repeatedly. Security swarmed, guests shrieked, and of course somebody hollered, "World star!" because chaos comes with a soundtrack. In the madness, a stray stiletto even landed smack on the DJ's table. But let's pause because this wasn't just drunken drama. It was a breaking point. Remy Ma had already endured prison bids, public scandals, career whiplash. Yet seeing the man she built her black love fairy tale with wrapped around a woman half her industry age and twice her virality, that cracked something deep inside. This wasn't a scene, it was a shattering. And the internet? Oh, it detonated. Within 20 minutes, 5 separate camera angles hit X, formerly Twitter, each plastered with cheap emoji commentary. Hashtags like Remy vs Claressa, Papa Pooh's Explain, and Remy Snap shot straight into the trending charts. But hold up, it gets juicier. Someone from the DJ's own entourage leaked audio of the showdown, and in it a voice, sounding an awful lot like Claressa Shields, whispers, "He was never yours to begin with." Boom. If this was chess, that was checkmate served in stilettos. And that's the moment where the mess stopped being party gossip and started smelling like an investigation. Because here's the kicker. Minutes after the explosion, Remy Ma was escorted out. Not cuffed, not booked, not even banned. Just walked out. So where did she go? And how did Claressa play it once she realized cameras were still rolling? That's when the story swerved darker. Because just when everyone thought Remy had exited stage left, another video leaked. This time, parking lot chaos. Midnight, Atlanta. The supposed finale, one tossed drink, one viral scream, suddenly had a sequel. And forget shaky iPhone clips, this was crisp, cinematic, high-def wreckage, likely captured by some paparazzo crouched in the valet bushes with a lens that could zoom straight into heartbreak. The clip opens with Remy Ma pacing the pavement, barefoot, heels in hand, wig slightly askew, mascara streaked like war paint. She looked like a woman walking away from the ashes of everything she'd built. One hand gripped her phone, the other clenched and unclenched like she was seconds from detonating again. Balled into a fist, she wasn't screaming this time. She was muttering under her breath, mantra style. She took everything. She took everything. Then, out of nowhere, a voice cuts through the parking lot haze. "Yo, Remy, don't make this worse." It's Papoose, and that's when the night goes nuclear. Remy whirls around, mascara streaked, tears cutting tracks, down her cheeks and fires back. "Worse? I built you. I went to prison and still held us down. And now you're out here parading her like I never existed." Snap. And just like that, the world got its second viral explosion in one night. The audio, unfiltered, savage, raw, some whisper it's staged, others swear it's too painfully real to fake. Either way, it smashed the internet like a hammer through glass. Within hours, Remy Breakdown Pont 4 racked up 87,000 reposts. But here's the sinister twist. Someone muted the last 10 seconds of that clip. Why? Well, insiders claim Remy went off script, threatening lawsuits, teasing buried secrets, and yes, even dropping a bombshell about a child. You heard me. According to a leaked DM allegedly traced back to Remy's circle, she screamed at Papoose, "Tell her the truth about that baby before I do." And if that's legit, then this whole messy love triangle isn't just betrayal, it's a labyrinth. of cover-ups, deception, and DNA drama. Theories are flying. Did Claressa Shields secretly have a child with Papoose before going public? Or is this about Remy's own kid and an old paternity scandal swept under the rug? Nothing's confirmed yet, but the speculation is radioactive. And while the internet dissected every pixel, Claressa, she acted like nothing happened. The very next morning, she hopped on Instagram, green juice in hand, flashing a grin, and dropped a photo captioned, "Still undefeated." In and out the ring. Nails sharpened, shade delivered. Polish. Boxing glove. Phew! That one shady post pulled 1.2 million views in under 6 hours. And the comment section? Pure chaos buffet. Fans cackled. Remy got rocked and it wasn't even a fight. That's how a champ claps back. Period. Remy, go cry in the studio. But not everybody was Team Claressa. A flood of day one Remy Ma supporters stormed in swinging. One viral defense read, "Y'all forgot who held Papoose down when the world forgot about him. Claressa is just sweeping crumbs off a table she didn't build." Another comment hit even harder. "This ain't a boxing match. It's a home-wrecking championship." Even Fat Joe slid in, cryptically tweeting, "Loyalty don't cost a thing until it's tested." Subtle? Sure. But fans demanded he pick a side. Spoiler? He hasn't. Meanwhile, the drama went from private implosion to global headline. Every gossip blog, YouTube reactor, and T-page from LA to London was milking the story dry. Even TMZ cornered Claressa Shields outside her training gym. Her icy response? A laugh followed by, "Tell Remy to train harder before stepping in my ring." Cold. Icebox cold. And then there's Papoose, the man turned walking plot twist. Once crowned, the patron saint of loyalty, now dragged like a knockoff Birkin at a flea market. His official statement dropped on Threads. "I respect both these strong black women. I ask for privacy while we handle personal matters." Privacy? Sir, you were literally caught on 4K footage clutching Claressa's waist like you were slow dancing at your second wedding and now you want privacy? Social media wasn't buying it. One top comment summed it up best. "Not Papoose asking for privacy after starring in season 35 of As the Bronx Turns. Man was quiet for 10 years. Now we never want him to shut up. Sir, blink twice if you're being held hostage by boxing." Gloves and BBL energy, because let's be real. This circus went off the rails the second that guest list mysteriously hit the blogs. You know the formula. One salty assistant, one bitter stylist, or one tipsy DJ sends a screenshot to the right blogger and boom, instant public detonation. And here's the kicker. We've got an exclusive, still unconfirmed report that the venue owner is already lawyering up. Why? Because apparently Remy Ma's drink toss didn't just splash couture. It allegedly wrecked an $18,000 custom booth imported from Milan. And that's not all. One of the champagne bottles she supposedly shattered? Yeah, it wasn't even from the bar. It was borrowed from a private collector. Translation: we're not just in gossip territory anymore, we're in lawsuit alley. But wait, it spirals deeper. Security logs reveal someone actually tried following Claressa Shields to her car that night. They got intercepted, but when questioned, the person claimed they were working with Remy's PR team. Excuse me? We're not saying it was a setup. But it's giving scandal with receipts energy. Think about it. Claressa suddenly stepping out with Papoose. Remy's meltdown like she'd been blindsided. The whispered threat about a baby. Secrets dangling on the edge of exposure. No, this isn't just spilled champagne and messy quotes. This is starting to smell like the opening act of something far more explosive. This isn't just drama. This is the start of a full-blown unraveling. And don't even get us started on the mysterious TikTok account, All Bronx Truth Teller, that's been dropping alleged voice notes and dusty Remy Ma Papoose voicemails. One clip has a man sounding a whole lot like Papoose admitting he felt abandoned and used for image. Another features Remy muttering about having one bullet left and refusing to waste it. So the question is, who's leaking this? Now, and why? Who profits from this public demolition? Because the pattern is screaming sabotage. It's like Remy's image, her entire legacy, was torched on purpose. And buckle up, because according to insiders, Remy's next move wasn't A diss track wasn't a press run, wasn't even a half-hearted apology. It was a lawsuit. That's right. 2 days after the party, court records show Remy Ma's legal team filed a claim accusing Claressa Shields of intentional emotional distress, character defamation, and yes, legacy sabotage. The phrase alone sent Twitter scholars into civil war over definitions, but the message was loud. Remy wasn't eating this L in silence. She was fighting back with paperwork. And just when you thought that was the peak, the filing revealed a timeline of alleged manipulation going back to 2023. Remy's lawyers claimed Claressa had been calculating her way into Papooses' orbit, long before the public ever caught on. The receipts? That she inserted herself into Remy's circle under the sweet cover of motivational mentorship, even offering to co-produce a docuseries on Black women balancing fame and family, all while secretly sliding into the husband's DMs. You couldn't script this level of mess. Oh wait, we just did. But if this filing holds weight, then the saga isn't ending. It's just warming up. If this were a Netflix drama, we'd already be 6 episodes in and begging for a cliffhanger. And speaking of cliffhangers, guess who finally decided to cozy up with the press? Papoose. Mr. Loyalty, Mr. Black Love, the same man who proudly shouted, "I waited 7 years for her." Suddenly, he's sitting down in some low-key podcast that went viral within hours. And in that interview, he casually drops a bomb that sent fans spiraling. Sometimes we love who someone used to be, not who they are now. I gave everything to that marriage. But when it became a prison without bars, I had to walk away. A prison without bars. Yes, he repeated it. And the internet lost its collective mind. But oh, it gets juicier. The host leans in and asks, "So, are you confirming the relationship with Claressa?" And Papoose smirks, takes a breath, then delivers, "Let's just say I found peace, and peace ain't a crime." Boom. Done. Rumors? Confirmed. The blurry photos, the suspicious vacations. This wasn't tea anymore, it was a whole boiling kettle. Betrayal served hot. Remy Ma reportedly watched that interview in her manager's office, stone-faced. No tears, no screams, just a whisper. He really did it. And then, like the universe couldn't resist, another video hit the feed. Not of Remy, not of Papoose, but of Fat Joe on livestream, face cold, tone sharp. There's some people you just don't betray. I always told my brother, be careful when you let fame play therapist.